Hello and welcome back to another Monster Monday, a series where I draw a creature from D&D and I talk about its lore and its history and what it's like to fight. Today's monster was a suggestion by that G named Lugka. Lugka? L-O-U-G-H-K-A. Either way, whoever you are, thank you for suggesting Blink Dogs. I need to start the video with an apology here. I'm sorry if I sound super gross and very nasal. I'm nasal at the best of times, but even more so right now because unfortunately I decided to take a couple of days off. I think it's likely to be the first couple of days off that I've properly taken since December. So naturally my body had a cold in store for me, ready to go. So for the past couple of weeks, I have been rotten with the cold. I need to film a video anyway, otherwise we're not going to have enough by the time I'm done with my holiday. So if you can manage to ignore my fluish voice, then we can get through a video about Blink Dogs. So what are Blink Dogs? They're fascinating creatures originally from the Feywilds, and unlike many of the creatures that you could face in the Monster Manual, they're actually lawful good alignment. They're medium, lawful good, Fey. That's because these dogs are often designed to be allied to players that find them. They're invented by Gary Gygax and Rob Kuntz for the 1975 Greyhawk supplement to first edition, in which they were described to look like African wild dogs, sort of hyenas basically, although their appearance changed in subsequent editions to resemble dingoes, sometimes terriers, and often they're depicted with a badger's head, with a sort of stiff, tufted tail at the back. So their appearance is often open to opinion, but because they're fey creatures, a creature from another plane of existence, I'm going to have some fun inventing my own interpretation. Something a little bit alien, a little bit elvish perhaps, but I like the idea of the head of the badger, and African wild dogs seem like great inspiration. So we'll see what it looks like in the end. Weirdly enough, the gangliness of an African wild dog with the snarling head of a badger, sort of long eyebrows and slightly angular cheeks to emphasize that kind of fey and elven connection, ended up making this look very feline, so who knows. But they're definitely not actual dogs. I think they're just Blink Dogs in name, because people of the material plane, when they see these creatures behaving the way that they do, tracking things, hunting in packs, would almost certainly call them dogs, but they don't actually have to be one. So, whatever kind of creature this is, call a Blink Dog, no matter what it looks like. Other than their appearance, the main distinguishing characteristics of Blink Dogs are their incredible intelligence. In 5e, their intelligence 10, which is the same as the average human, and as their name suggests, their ability to blink or teleport. As an action, Blink Dogs can magically teleport along with anything they're carrying up to 40 feet, which is their movement speed by the way, but this obviously avoids obstacles and traps and attacks and so on. They can also make an attack before or after using this teleport ability. At the start of subsequent turns, Blink Dogs can roll a d6, and on a 4 to 6 they regain this ability. Using their keen minds and their teleportation ability, they're trained to travel in packs and coordinate their attacks to encircle an enemy and destroy it from all sides. After their foe is defeated, they would simply dematerialize and blink back to the Feywilds or whatever realm they were being held and trained in. Now I'm pretty sure Blink Dogs are utterly a Gary Gygax and Kuntz creation. I can't find any mythological ties or inspirations for these dogs, so unless you've heard of anything that predates their introduction into Greyhawk, if you have by the way, please make sure to leave that down in the comments, these guys could be a pure D&D creation. The only thing that I could think that was vaguely connected and predated D&D was the creature Lockjaw from Marvel Comics. It's an enormous teleporting bulldog who's part of the Marvel Comics superhero team, the Inhumans, which first appeared in December 1965. And although technically Gary could have read a comic with Lockjaw in, their appearance is so different in all editions of D&D from that of a giant bulldog that I think it's a bit of a stretch, but I suppose it is still a teleporting dog, so who knows. Blink Dogs are natural foes with Displacer Beasts. When the Displacer Beasts escaped their Fey masters, the Unseelie Court used packs of Blink Dogs to track them down, and ever since then, these two species have had an enormously blood-slaked rivalry. Blink Dogs will always attack a Displacer Beast on sight. That said, Displacer Beasts don't have overwhelmingly different stats to Blink Dogs, and yet their challenge ratings are enormously different. A Blink Dog is challenge rating 1/4, whereas Displacer Beasts are challenge rating 3. This is most likely to sort of simulate or encourage players to fight a pack of Blink Dogs, or perhaps fight alongside a pack of blink dogs, rather than a solitary displacer beast, sort of following the lore and the fluff and the mythos there. The intelligence of the two creatures is really the most massive striking difference. Displacer beasts are supposed to be very intelligent. They have an intelligence of 6. They're supposed to be very cunning, plotting and planning. But blink dogs with their intelligence of 10, as I said, are, human intelligence, more than that of any beast. We can also see that in the languages that they know, because they fully understand Sylvan, but just like most beast-like creatures, they're completely unable to speak it. However, blink dogs do actually have their own speakable language, called blink dog, surprisingly, that they can use to speak to each other. Perhaps it's a language that you yourself could learn. Aside from this, they operate in combat pretty much how anyone would expect. They're a giant dog. They move 40 feet, they have +1 strength, constitution and wisdom, they have +3 dex, and they're good trackers and hunters, so they have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell or hearing. And where would a beast be, where would a dog be without the ability to bite? Their main attack is a 1d6 +1 damage, piercing damage, bite. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Despite how undog-like this drawing came out, I'm still really pleased with it. I liked paying homage to some of the early D&D drawings, taking influence from their original descriptions. If you enjoy my drawings, in particular if you really love this drawing and you'd like a copy of it for yourself, please make sure to head over to my Patreon page, where backers at certain levels can earn prints of not only this drawing, but all the other monsters that I draw this month. You'll get a little set of 4, and your contributions help to grow the channel and help me do this for a living, making more content for you to enjoy. Otherwise, if you wanted to get a little bit more out of the channel, I do have a Facebook, a Twitter, and an Instagram. If you'd like to support the channel in a non-financial way, and you want to help us grow and improve, please make sure to leave a little thumbs up and a like on this video, maybe share it with someone who you think might like to learn about blink dogs, and subscribe to the channel. Everything that you can do like that massively helps us out, so thank you very much. If you have a creature that you'd like to see me draw, make sure to leave a request down in the comment section below. I always love hearing your ideas, and although the list is ever growing, I'm getting through it roughly in the order that I've been offered your suggestions. It may take a little while, but I'll get round to your suggestion eventually. Until next time, guys, happy monster hunting, and thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.